for gardening?
Oh, we're having a bonfire for TJ tonight. Sparklers, a couple of rockets, and all the baked potato you can eat.
Oh, bring a bottle.
Think you should inflict any more damage on your liver after yesterday?
It was just a drink.
Or 10. Still, I suppose you must have worked up quite a thirst after your game of imaginary football.
Look, I had to go out with the lads, all right? I'll make it up to you later.
Could help me and Terry collect some firewood.
No. I've got overtime to do at the sorting office. Special deliveries, that kind of stuff. I'll see you in a bit.
Suffering from PMS after the birth of her first son
13
years ago.
Ah, you look weird in a suit. It's like you're trying too hard.
Oh, leave him alone, you. Andy, I think you should put a tie on.
Well, I've got a suit on. It's only preliminary.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's the first time in front of the judge, and first impressions count.
I could come with you. Get some practice for tomorrow. Makes sense, seeing as you've got the same solicitor.
What? So you can get out your first day back at school? Yeah, nice try.
You can stop smirking. You don't have to stand up in front of a load of people who hate you tomorrow morning.
Is that in school or in court?
Dad!
Oh, give it a break, will you? I've got enough on without refereeing you two.
Sorry. I hope it goes okay.
It what?
Oh, please don't tell him I told you. He's paranoid enough already.
I mean, I should be flattered. I mean, I think you're great, but I never thought... I mean, I wouldn't, ever.
Oh, I know that, I know, and you know that. It's just...
Ready to go, kids?
Ready to go where?
For a run?
Oh, with us?
Unless you've got any objections? No, why would we? Housemates that play together stay together.
No way could you keep up with us.
What do you mean? Well, you know what? Call it penance for yesterday. And who knows, if I get fit enough, maybe next time we burgle, I'll be fast enough to catch whoever did it.
Whatever. Just make sure you leave the key under the mat. Said Jamie could use the house again. He's up to something furtive.
Ooh, a secret assignation.
Ooh, when he has a steady relationship, home Prince Puck can you get? Go on, best foot forward then.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
There's no need to be so nervous.
Why would I be? I'm only about to go into hospital to be relieved of what's left of my reproductive capabilities.
It's a standard procedure to harvest the eggs. Then we can get on with creating our baby.
Yeah, in a test tube, like some kind of Frankenstein's monster.
I can always ring up the clinic and cancel. You're sure this is what you want?
Yes. Yes, of course it is. It's what we both want, isn't it, darling? But, come on, let's just not be late.
No, I'm not having a go. Just so I know how blokes' minds work. And it's not pretty. Pure instinct.
Well, times have moved on a bit, Terry. I mean, haven't you heard? Fidelity and monogamy are the new black.
So how do you explain that?
Oh, Marlon! You're in a right weird colour. Are you all right?
I'll just catch my breath. You two go on.
Why don't you sit here? We'll do another lap. Pick you up on the way back.
Oh, I'll do the sensible thing and get to work. Yeah, me and us will be fine, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got another 5 miles in me yet.
Marlon, just go.
Get some water down you.
Spit?
Oh, I was enjoying that.
Yes, and the more you enjoy, the less coherent you'll become. Thought the aim was to impress Louise.
Yes, it is.
Right, well, remember this. Your ability to perform decreases with the amount of alcohol consumed, as you proved so graphically yesterday.
So, was it the booze that made you jump on me, or was it my animal magnetism?
Can't blame me for exploring our boundaries.
All right, so you don't hold it against me? Even though that's what you wanted to do?
I can't wait to look. What's he doing now?
Pouring more wine.
He's getting it drunk, isn't he? There's only one reason men want to do that.
Hey, what was that about monogamy being the new black? Do you want me to go in there and punch his lights out?
She's younger than me. She's prettier than me.
Well, now you're being stupid. You've got to let him know that you've got him out.
I will not give him the satisfaction of reverting to type. Middle-aged woman in bunny-boiling homicidal attack. You read about her all the time in the papers. Come on, Terry, we're going home.
The wine, Jamie.
It's kind of... There's hints of licorice, blackcurrant, and, like, there's a soft undertone of raspberry.
And the grape type?
I'd say Cabernet Sauvignon.
Actually, it's Pinot Noir, so if you'd like to concentrate, we'll move on.
Anyone got a box of matches? Get lost. What I Did in My Holidays by Victoria Sugden. Set fire to my dad's house, got arrested, went to court. Oh, sorry, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
I've been dead worried about you. You okay? Yeah, like I torch my dad's house every day.
Anyone smell burning? Or is that Victoria's brain cells rubbing together? Leave her alone. Do you want to be mixed with the kind of loser who burns her own house down? Come in, Kaylee.
I better go. See ya.
Pie and chips before I collapse from exhaustion. Cheers.
Hey, Marlon. May as well give in now. Sinuous athlete you ain't, and the more you try to compete, the more of a prat Ross will make you look.
A prat? What did you... Look, all it takes, right, is a bit of application. I'll be able to run 10k a day just like he does.
I bet you don't even know if I got old money.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Look, the point is I'm not giving up. If Don wants to run 10k every day, I want it to be with me. Are you jealous? Of me lodger? How insecure I'd have to be to feel like that? Oh, it's...
Hey, we should join the gym in Houghton. They got a special offer on.
What's got into you?
What? I want to look my best on our big day, so I can perform my best on our big night.
No pressure there, then. It's bad enough having to think about the ceremony without worrying about the big night.
In my experience, that's the last thing one should concern oneself with. But then, gentlemen, your particular kind of wedding is not within my experience.
No, not the wedding night.
Oh.
The reception. Our first dance. Our first demonstration of how we feel about one another.
Oh.
Kirsty? Thought we'd seen the last of you. I mean, not the last, it's just... Ross never said you were coming.
I wanted to surprise him. The station said he'd be at home, but there was just some bloke waving a wine glass. Told me to go away.
Oh, flaming Jamie, you don't want to know. But what you should know is that Ross, your Ross, is currently pounding the pavement with my wife. I thought you two... I mean, I didn't realise that you were...
I've got to see him. I need to speak to him. This being apart, it's driving me mad.
Story of my life. Girl meets boy, boy cheats on girl the second he suggests they go steady.
You can't say that I didn't try to warn you.
A smasher like you deserves better.
Well, I was the one who was worried about the age difference, and he talked me round. Next thing, he's blatantly carrying on with a much younger woman. Well, that's just what men do, isn't it? Why should he be any different?
Hey, not all men are like that. I mean, we're not all thoughtless, shallow, two-timing love rats.
Well, you can hardly talk, Terry. I mean, the dust had hardly settled on our breakup, and you came back from Spain with a child bride. God rest her soul.
Well, me and Dawn, we were different.
She still left you in the end. I'm sorry to rake up old ground, Terry, but it's the truth.
What you want is someone nearer your own age group.
What I wanted was a kind, decent, gentle man who enjoyed having ethnic acts as much as I do, and who just loved me for me.
Let me go.
Sorry.
Your wife had a reaction to the anaesthetic. We'd like to keep her with us overnight, just as a precaution.
Right, but the egg harvest went as planned?
We didn't get quite as many eggs as we'd hoped, but there's room for cautious optimism, yes.
Splendid. Darling, I'm so sorry.
I can't wait to see the flames licking around his lying chubby chops. Shame we can't throw the real thing on the fire after him.
Scoured the streets of Houghton for sparklers and I managed to get the last 3 packs.
Ow! You can ram them up your backside and parade up and down the main street for all I care, you liar.
Hang on.
I saw you. I saw you using Donna and Marlon's home for your evil seduction. Slavering all over that woman, plying her with drink.
We saw you through the window.
Before you go off on one, I can explain.
Oh, you think I need an explanation as to why you lied to me about your whereabouts? Only to be found pouring wine down the neck of a strange woman in somebody's house in the middle of the day?
Talk about getting caught red-handed. I mean, talk about messing on your own doorstep.
Amelia was teaching me about wine.
Oh, wine? Oh, have you cornered? I have evidence, I have witnesses. And still you try and wriggle out of it.
I'm not lying.
I'm not going to stand by and let you make me look like an idiot and be the latest in a long line of men who have stamped all over me.
Present company accepted.
Sorry, Terry. So from now on, you can go out with any Amelia that you want. Because you and me, Jamie, we're through, we're finished, we're over. And tonight I'm going to take great pleasure in burning you on the bonfire. So if you wouldn't mind, could you please leave?
But I live here.
Goodbye, Jamie.
Do you think I'm doing the right thing?
Oh, I don't know. I think when it's over, it's over. The only way's forward, really. Maybe. He's thinking exactly the same thing as you are. One of you needs to make the first move. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, he tells me he doesn't want to see me again.
But then you're free to do it.
Are you seriously telling me that we have to get into training for our first dance?
No. It's just something we have to think about, that's all. Like, what we're going to wear and how good we're going to look in it, which is why we're going to down the carbs and up the protein from now until the big day.
Oh dear, you and food, a difficult relationship with the best of times. And now this all flares up weeks before we tie the knot?
No, I just don't want to let myself go, that's all.
Well, it doesn't take a psychiatrist to work out that there's anxiety involved, at the very least.
Nothing I can't keep under control. So come on, any ideas for the music?
Can't beat a bit of Nick Cave. Into my arms. Dum dum. It's a bit funeral, but it is moving. I'll dig it out.
Yeah. Thanks, Paddy. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking something a little more upbeat on this occasion.
All you have to consider, gentlemen, is that dancing is a vertical expression of horizontal desire. Take that into account, and you can't go wrong.
Right, now, you owe me the courtesy
The door is that way.
of hearing me out.
You had time to fabricate some ridiculous excuse, have you?
Louise, the truth is, Amelia is an expert.
I'm sure she is. I mean, does she charge by the hour or by the encounter?
Oh.
Look, just leave her alone, eh?
Terry, would you escort this person from our premises?
Can we not have a domestic in peace?
This is not a domestic. This is a termination of relationship.
Amelia does... Oh. She does this wine course thing. She teaches you all about the stuff, where it comes from, what it tastes like.
And you believe that?
Butt out, Grandad.
If you weren't such a wimp, I'd flatten you.
You couldn't even flatten a starched shirt on an ironing board.
Yeah, just leave it, Dad.
If I had the mind, I could kill you with my bare hands.
Oh, go on then, Mr. Spot. You can try your Vulcan death grip outside.
Excuse me. So, James, you were saying something about whining?
I wanted to impress you. I wanted to show you that I could be adult, I could be sophisticated, knowledgeable. There's more to the man.
Man?
Than warm lager and cheap white wine, but you just think I'm some shallow lying prat who'd mess you about the minute your back's turned.
Oh, I should have known that it'd be my fault somehow.
I give up. I mean, I could prove it to you. Would that make any difference?
No.
Didn't think so.
Right. Just walk away then. That'll make everything better. You're not the only man in the world, you know.
I'm so sorry I've been ghastly to you. Oh, it's just all so confused. Your mother, you, me. The last time I was here, everything was taken away.
I understand. But now we're taking the first steps to make things better. Shove up.
Oh, even that's a problem. Katie's so vulnerable. When she's pregnant, she's going to be the target of every vicious-tongued gossip in that village.
Well, if she's going to be carrying our baby, we need her to be safe and secure, so perhaps we should consider asking her to live with us.
A menage a trois. To raise the eyebrows of those not yet sufficiently scandalized by our arrangement. Well, we have set the process in motion. We do need to take responsibility for the consequences, and if it all works out, Katie will be one of those.
Then we'll take her in, as soon as we have to.
Well, it'll stand after that. Henry Burton drunk and all.
Points of law, things like that, has to be done.
Did you have to stand up in front of loads of people?
Some reporter in court and some prat taking photographs outside.
Hope they got your good side.
It isn't funny, Dad.
Bad enough being in court without everyone else in the world reading about it.
Hey, you might get on TV. You know, when you see these people on the news on the way to court.
Will you put that thing down while I talk to you? You're protected by law. You're entitled to confidentiality.
Like, that's going to matter when everyone knows what I did.
You in court today, Victoria in court tomorrow. What a mess.
Now, what we do, we wrap it up like this, and we put it in the ashes of the fire, and hey, presto! We've got baked potatoes and beans.
Have sausages as well.
Yeah, of course you can. You know, when I was a little boy, we used to have black peas. You didn't need any rockets. They used to give you enough wind to send you flying right up in the sky.
What do you think?
Well, that you turned down our bonfire party for a hot date with this Oliver bloke.
Well, the way I'm feeling right now, you'll probably have a better time without me.
I just don't see that the best way of getting over one man is to get under another one on the same day.
I'm a bit worried about this outfit. Do you think, I'm showing too much leg, too much cleavage?
Can't get too much of a good thing.
I look like I'm trying too hard, don't I?
Do you want an honest opinion?
Oh, Terry, I want to look sexy and approachable, not desperate and gagging. I'm going to have to get changed now. If he comes early, give him a drink.
Hey, she's a cracker, that one.
Oh, I need to lie down. No, I need some orange juice. No, I need some water.
I told you you'd surprise yourself.
Yeah, I didn't know we were ending up at the gym. Hello, Ross.
Surprise!
Can you tell your missus to turn her mobile on? There's a problem up at the livery.
Yes, with pleasure.
And if she's around, maybe I could have a word.
She's staying with friends.
How long for?
Just a couple of days.
Katie never mentioned it.
Well, if that's all, I'll tell her to get in touch. Paul, another pint, please.
She don't want to see you.
Hello, why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Oh, come on. You've been gunning for me and Louise ever since you caught us at it, and I know why. You still fancy her yourself.
Can you blame him?
Hey, just because he screwed up his chances, he's trying to scupper mine.
It's Louise I'm bothered about, not you.
Well, you know what's best for her. Who are you, her dad?
Someone has to point out to her the reason why a skint chancer who's barely out of his nappies is taking a vested interest in her.
It's a bank balance you're after, not a body.
Do I look that shallow? Oh, look at her. I love that woman. Louise, I've done nothing wrong, but these are for you. Oh, I've got Amelia's card here as well. She's got a website and everything. I just want you to understand that I did this all for you. Nothing more sinister than trying to improve myself.
Really? Got a fair way to go, I dare say, but what does my opinion matter compared to the sainted Amelia?
Come on, Louise! It's you that I want.
Jamie, I am saving you from yourself, Jamie. Trust me. You're going to thank me in 6 months' time when you're clubbing with some lively bit of totty. I'm moving on with my life. I suggest you do the same. Oh. That'll be my date.
Your what?
Your date's father, as a matter of fact. Have a nice life, Jamie.
You'd have thought Jamie might have cleared up.
I could have been working tonight or anything.
Well, he isn't, are you, Ross? So everything's all right.
I bought my stuff. If you're not doing anything, I could stay over. Or we could go out.
Time you're back to work, isn't it, Marlon?
Not for half an hour.
Well, we'll have a drink then. Come on. I need some space.
Oh, so you're going to spend an entire evening propping up the Woolpipe bar? Are you sure your boredom threshold's up to it?
Yesterday, you were whinging that Ross had the hots for me. Don't you
want him to work it out with Kirsty?
Of course I do.
Well, let's leave him in peace then.
Louise, you can't do this. I love you.
But you're not adult enough to deal with adult feelings, are you? Hence, the bit on the side.
Oh.
Louise, good sensation then.
Thank you, Oliver. It's so nice of you to come away from work to see me. Oh, we're just popping out for a drink, and then we're going to that restaurant that's been in all the papers. Michelin star, wasn't it, Oliver?
Hold on, mate. This is my woman.
Well, in that case, maybe some other time?
Take no notice of this person. I belong to no one but myself. This sad specimen that you see before you is nothing but a lying, cheating scumbag who has no scruples whatsoever and is currently carrying on an illicit affair with your daughter.
Amelia? Hold on.
No, we're just good friends. Ask your daughter if you don't believe me.
Shall we go?
What do you see in this stuffed shirt, Louise?
Single, solvent, similar age to myself. That's just for starters.
Right, if you lay one finger on her...
Look, have a nice evening, eh?
Louise, please don't do this to me. Louise!
Never mind,
Louise!
son. Have a sparkler.
Well, for Emmerdale video clips, episode recaps, news, gossip and more, text FARM to 83339. It'll cost you 2 standard rate messages. It's Champions League Weekly now over on ITV4. Well, here next, if you thought he was playing a dangerous game before, things are about to get worse for Casanova John in Coronation Street.